Hello, this is Cartman Productions, and today we're going to be continuing Turn 3, although this is technically Episode 4. So last episode we put an airplane at the desert base, so that's going to be interesting. I do record the Randollia's turns, so I may record that fight, or if it successfully takes out one of his things, I might show it in the next episode. But now we're actually going to do space travel stuff. So, he sent a man around the moon. It was just a flyby the moon. So, we're going to get close to the moon, science. Since he did not get near the moon, science, we're going to get that near Mun, science. Alrighty. So, this time we're going to be using the KV-2P re-entry module, keeping with our Soviet theme of ships. Now this, I'm going to actually put some radial stuff on. Now this is way too big for it. Yeah, this is way too big. I don't care. I am going to try to get this Science Junior on this tiny little module. It's probably going to blow up, but that's alright. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our chute on here. And I'm actually going to put a couple extra chutes on here because that's probably not going to be enough to completely stop us. Put 2 chutes on here. 2 radials. Set that down there. Let's go ahead and go to science, and we're going to pick up a ton of stuff. We're going to pick up an RPUs. Yes, I know I'm saying it wrong. I don't really care. We're going to pick up some orbital telescopes. And I'm going to go ahead and offset these into the craft here, just so they're less of an issue. Then we are going to put some thermometers, some barometers. What else can we get from Flyby? We got magnetometers. Oh, so that's where it puts it. Like that. Alright. So we're going to put magnetometers, and again, I'm going to move these in here. This is probably the most crammed re-entry module ever. But yes, this is going to be the P. So this is the R3, right? R3 KME. And we're just going to go ahead and see to make sure I don't already have an R3. No, I do not. So we're going to make the R3 P. Alright, hold on a sec. We're going to make the Mun Pea. There we go. My life is complete. Right. And another thing we have with D-Magic, we're not going to put this on here, I just want to show this. This is a gigantic antenna. So interstellar things are completely possible, especially once you get the nuclear engines, but like communication is not a problem anymore if we put one of those things in orbit around Kerbin, because the length is 1T, the antenna rating. It's a relay. Now the strongest one we have over here is 2G, and G I believe is under T. So it probably doesn't really mean that much to you, but it's a lot of distance there. So if we go ahead and we'll plop that on there, and we'll just put a Terrier on here. I mean, he still had a pug on his, so for him it was painfully hard to get the thing to come back. Now, what do we have for engines? We don't have any of the newer engines, so I think we're just going to go with kind of the same fuel tank design that we did before, only we're going to execute it much better. I'm going to plop that on there, and then I'm going to go with bigger tanks. And then I'm going to plop another one of these on here, and then we'll put a Reliant at the bottom. And hopefully this works out alright. It's 9.1, so 0.91. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that and put this on here. And what is this? 1.02. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull this and put that on there. Which then gets us 1.15. There we go. So that's part of the bottom stage, and then I'm going to put, or that's actually going to be an upper stage. So then I'm going to put one of those on there, and we're going to go and grab that, and we're going to get that. No, we're not. We'll plop a couple of these on here, and then go back down. And this time, we'll put a couple of those on there. So I'll go ahead and put a Reliant in the middle, and swivels on the outside, and we'll see where we end up. 1.22. There's 1.15. Alright, so we are pretty much good to go. Then if we go ahead and take that and go like that, have that one activate. There we go. Alright. R3 Mun Pea is ready for launch. Almost. Although we don't really have any control over it, so do we have? Yes, we do. I'm going to put some radial gyroscopes on here. Angle those. I'm going to put, let's see here, I'm going to put a couple of communitrons on here so we can transmit science, because he forgot to put communitrons on there, and he suffered the consequences. I'm going to go ahead and put some radiators on here. This is not at all how you're supposed to use radiators, but that's alright. And then I'm also going to plop some batteries on the top. No, I'm not. I'm going to plop some batteries on here, but I'm not going to put those radiators. We should be okay. I mean, we have 20 ablator, and I rarely use any more than 20 on a mission, so we should be fine. Plop those on there. I'm going to put plenty of batteries. Just because I want to make sure that we're going to be able to have enough power to transmit stuff from the moon. Now, if I go ahead with action groups, we're going to set one as all the science stuff. So we're going to lock that. We're going to get a crew report. We're going to log that. We're going to log that. We're also going to get that. And we're going to get that. Now 2 is going to be deployment. So that's stuff like those, and those. And then 3 we'll just have as toggling antennas. That should be good. Those have 100 electricity in them each. So we should be pretty much good. We're not going on the surface yet, so I'm not going to worry about any of this stuff. So we are going to go ahead and launch here in just a second. I'm going to get plenty of fins on here, because I always flip my rockets out of control. last episode with the comm satellite, that was just painful. That was honestly just painful. So, let's see, that bottom stage has got 1866, and then the other one's got, okay, so this is going to be getting us into orbit as well. So I want to go ahead and put at least some fins on there, hopefully to help us keep aligned. And I'm going to throw these out here. Actually, no, I'm going to throw these out here. Just something to help keep us aligned. Yeah, that should do it. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Yes, I'll overwrite it. And we're going to go ahead and watch this.
Hours later.
Let's get right off the launch pad. Right off the bat. What was that? Oh, those have built-in Septrons. That's what it is. Alright. Alright, so this time we are going to move these Septrons up to the point where that deploys, so that we don't have any more exploding issues. And now we should be much better off. I'm going to go and look up so that our speed increases a little bit. Nice shot of the rocket taking off. We got Valentina and Bill with us. Is Bill the... Yeah, he's the engine room. Longer. Well, these engines are actually pretty fuel efficient for what they do. I mean, for this purpose, it's actually working really nicely. Come on, don't tilt, don't tilt. Prograde. It's tilting. Well, of course it's tilting. Hopefully you can gain control of the ship. Well, looks like this. This is somewhat working. What's our apoapsis? 65? Oh gosh. Hopefully it regains some amount of control of the ship and actually gets it, you know, pointing straight prograde. That would actually be nice. There we go. See, it all worked out somewhat. I'm just going to tell it to stability assist. I'm going to go ahead and roll the thing in the correct direction. A little bit of pitch here. Move it up a little bit. I don't want to go too far. Yeah, so note to self, if we use this rocket again, which I'm probably going to use it for Minmus because it had 5,000 Delta V, but if I do use this rocket again, I will need to put better reaction wheels or just more reaction wheels on it to get it to work, you know, better, more efficiently, so we're not spending so much time turning around. Right, so that's going to use 1,000, so we'll have 2,700 meters per second left in this thing after the burn. So is that 1 minute 6? So that is 33 seconds roughly is where we need to start the burn. $33 seconds is about where we need to start it. Now that we're out of the atmosphere, we can time warp much farther. Okay, this time, see, I was smart about it this time. I didn't overshoot the maneuver node. It's probably going to take ages to burn, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut to where we need to be. Sorry about that cut, guys. My mic audio cut out for whatever reason. I don't know for how long, so hopefully it wasn't that bad, but I'll see when I go to edit the footage. We should be getting a moon encounter right about now. And boom. This game struggles to process it. It's actually not my game, it's the computer. Alrighty, well, I'm going to come out of time warp. And we're going to get our periapsis even closer than 40. We're going to get it, there's 26. Get real low. I go risky when I intercept the moon. I like to get like a, there we go, 5,000. No. Let me get like 10,000. There we go, 10,000. That works. Marine time warp? No. Oh, I didn't click it. Wow. Alright. That'll give us, put us pretty far out. We might be able to get some signs from far out too, since we don't have all that much. But I am going to go ahead and speed up time a bit here. And get up to our maneuver node. Which is pretty simple. And I overshot a little bit. Wait, where are we? What's our 8? Okay, that's fine. Now, I am going to keep pointing radio out, because if for some reason when we're coming in here and coming right by the moon, I don't want to end up hitting something on the surface. So just in case, I mean, looks like he forgot to get a lot of different information from space high over the moon. So we're just going to transmit all of that back. Hopefully our batteries have enough power to take this many transmissions. I think they do. Yeah, they do. Just going to use 2 to pull all those in. Actually, we'll leave them out. I'll use 3 to open up all the antennas, which we got 2 on here, I believe. I'll extend you, just because you weren't on the action group for whatever reason. And there we go. I'm also going to get an EVA report. I'm going to send Bill out just in case he was flung off the ship because of stuff in the way, although I don't think he will, which he didn't. So that's good. We're going to get an EVA report. Keep that. Abort it. And we are going to review that and transmit it back. Right. Let's go ahead and speed up time. We're going to have a ton of science when I get back. Oh gosh, I sped it up a bit too much. Ah yes, the frame rate here is just amazing. Alrighty, here we go. We're lowering down over the moon now. I'm gonna go sea level height and keep this baby pointing radial out just in case. Does my thing actually physically intersect anything? No, but I don't know yet. Alright, I'm going to slow down time, and we are going to get some information from low above the moon. So if we go and take all these readings, these are the ones we are actually going to keep and get full value for. Once again, I'm going to EVA Bill, and we are going to get an EVA report. Right, okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and time warp out of here, because we do not need to be near the moon anymore. If I time warp out of here, we will get into Kerbin's sphere of influence. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this and bring down our Kerbin periapsis. 90, yeah, that's fine. We're going to do that. Then on the other end, we're going to slow ourselves down quite a bit as well, just to hopefully make the chances of anything blowing up or going wrong on re-entry that much lower. Alright, so we got to start at 2 seconds till. Almost warped past it there. 3, 2. Alrighty, periapsis is 87, and then at our periapsis, I'm going to go ahead and bring down our apoapsis, tell it to switch, just so that we have a good location here. What's our periapsis? 86, okay. Let's get the sync pointing in the direction of the maneuver. And we're going to go ahead and time warp to the maneuver. So 1 minute 4 seconds, that is exactly 32 seconds before the burn. That was perfect. Alright. That should bring our apoapsis down and our speed to something that is actually acceptable for re-entry of a approach speed. And I think I'm actually just going to ditch this maneuver node and go retrograde. And just burn this all the way down because there's no reason not to. 30, there we go. Alright, keep the thing pointing retrograde. We are going to speed up time till we get there. As my game lags while it's processing going into the atmosphere. Alright, we're going to go ahead and... It's probably going to freeze up, yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull those in. Noise, and we're just going to pull in those antennas as well. Now, I'm gonna go, we have 773, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fire this engine immediately. Don't try this at home, kids. Why do you think I had a quick save? It's because I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but theoretically, if I fire the engine and slow ourselves down enough, then the re-entry won't be as bad. But our more vertical approach angle may affect how well this is going to work. So we'll see, but we will be coming in at a suborbital speed then, so it'll be much better for the crew, not exerting them to 25,000 Gs. Right. And the engine's out of fuel, so we are going to go ahead and ditch that. We are left with just the re-entry module, which has no control over its orientation whatsoever. So this is going to be interesting. Here we go. Alright, we're hitting re-entry now. I'm going to monitor this ablator. We have a 20 ablator. Just going to look up so this goes faster. Now the ablator, that's like a material that's made to burn off in re-entry. So, I mean, you lose the ablator, but, I mean, it saves the rest of the pod. That's the idea, anyways. Should work. I'm not seeing any overheating symbols or anything. So, that's nice. None of our ablators even been used yet, so that's also nice. It's staying pretty stable despite having no control. Yeah, there's no reaction wheels in any of these. The onion, the pea, and the pomegranate. And our speed is dropping, so the flames will slowly wear off. And it looks like we're, yeah, see, look, they're very happy about this situation. They're very happy that we got closer to the moon than Randollia did. And not with only one, but 2 Kerbals. So that surely shows him which space program is more better equipped to handle space exploration. And I'm just going to time warp until this thing gets to the ground, because I think that is pretty boring. I'm probably going to cut this part out. But yeah. Chutes deployed. Alright. So we're landing in the ocean. Very nice. It's a bit better than landing, on land in this case. Although it wouldn't really matter, because, we got the right amount of speed that it wouldn't be a problem. And, yeah, with Restock and Restock Plus, man, these chutes look awesome. Look at that. I know they're kind of jumbled together, but those chutes look a lot better than the standard in-game parachutes that you see. Yeah, I would highly, if you have Kerbal Space Program, I would highly recommend getting Restock and Restock Plus. The parts in those mods, and the textures mainly, that they are so much better than the stock part textures. No offense, Squad, but even they would probably have to admit that Restock textures are better than the standard in-game textures. Squad is a developer that made this game, so. And boom. Got some of that funny audio lag. Right, looks like the Mun Pea is about to get recovered. Alrighty, so we got, oh gosh, 1,000 science. That is an insane amount of science. Right, let's go into the R&D building. And, yes, let's pick up the rest of the 90 science technologies, and a good amount of the 160 ones as well. And we're going to start getting some of the better rockets. Randollia's turn is going to be very interesting. Alright, so I'm going to go through these and see what all we have. Gas turbine generator, a robotics controller. Up here, we actually have more robotics stuff mainly. But we do get the grabbing units, so we can actually grab onto asteroids and stuff and bring them where we want them. Specialized construction, that just comes with a Buffalo quality upgrade and some other parts. Ooh, advanced fuel systems comes with some monopropellant tanks. Precision propulsion, comes with smaller tanks. Yes, what all do we need for this? We need it all. Okay, so if we grab that and we grab that, we can then grab that. Nice. So we already have nuclear propulsion. That is very nice. That will definitely get used a lot. And I'm gonna go ahead and go through the rest of these, because I don't want to just pick one willy-nilly and get, something that we don't. You know what? I'm gonna go with command modules. Yeah, I'm going command modules, because this has got a nice rover cab, lander can, service bay. It's got a moon or excursion module, which we'll probably use next turn to land. Yes. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm sure Randollia is probably going to do something about my fighter that is stationed at the desert base. But yeah, this is Cartman Productions. I will see you in the next one. Bye!